No gain on the play there, second down. On second down, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. The slot man in motion right. Wilson again to Rawls. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, Rawls. And he's got room. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. And the D looking like they may blitz. The slot man in motion right. On third down, Procise. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. Space to run past the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On second down, Wilson, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So still 7 yards to go here on third down. It's third and goal. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So on fourth down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Ryan on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, Ryan. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On third down, that's Freeman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. A swing pass caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a third down. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Here's Wilson to throw. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wilson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So on now is Blair Walsh. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on now is Blair Walsh. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A huge play there in overtime, 45 yards. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Opening drive of overtime and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. red zone now. They'll look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They run with the power back. Rawls. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brooks Reed in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for... Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles isn't always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there,
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Where they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Deion Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Lacey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So on now is Blair Walsh. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So on now is Blair Walsh. This to win it in overtime. And he